And now, Minion Works presents Freelance Heroism.
Hey freelancers, and welcome back to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
We're a D&D 5e actual play podcast. Current campaign is, of course, Strahd, Gothic horror-inspired setting in the dangerous Foxrite land Ravenloft.
While the setting is serious, our heroes are not. Will they actually be able to defeat the vampire lord Strahd and restore peace to Ravenloft? Or will they just steal goats and invoice villagers? Join us and find out on this episode, I Dream of Strahd.
Last episode, the party recovered from the fight with the Hag of Berez. Ragnik and Adri argued about Ragnik's anti-magic stone, while a professional waited to be healed. As the day ended, everybody decided to camp out in the formerly haunted house of the former Burgomaster.
Inside, the professional questioned the ghost about what he knew of Count Strahd and Tatiana's spirit before the Sunblade told him a more personal account. Chunikote and his wolf rested in one of the rooms. Ragnik and the professional discussed evil Kavir, and Adri had an awkward talk with the elf Casimir.
Casimir, that's his name. It comes from, do you know where the Wawa is over on 4th and Park?
And they have one in Berez?
Oh yeah, them all over.
This should be a new professional disguise voice.
I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about STDs. I've been collecting like their Pokemon. You know, you got to catch them all. I got 151 of the originals working on the next... working on the next 40 or 50. Once the DLC comes out, I'm going to get those leveled up too. You know? I got this one. It puts bumps all over the side of your wiener, right? And I thought, oh, this is so fucking weird. Oh, you know, just to have them all over your wiener or whatever. But it turns out blind people can read those like they're braille. And it says, get the fuck away from here. Don't have sex with me because of all the bumps. It's braille. I didn't know. Isn't nature wonderful and mysterious?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, one more thing before we go. I just wanted to ask everybody if you got a minute. You know, likes and stuff are very important, but shares probably even more so. So if you got a few minutes, you got some time, share with your friends. Tell them what you do on the weekends when you go on the drives to work, from work, bada bing, bada boom, whatever you're doing. Maybe share it with them. Let them know how you enjoy some of your off time. Especially in the Christmas season, the spirit of giving, give some people some fun, you know?
Time we actually don't bullshit for a half an hour, we actually jump straight in the game.
Right. We'll find a way to fuck ourselves up.
Oh yeah,
That's
we're
true.
good at that sort of thing.
What was it like? Ian Malcolm? Fuck ups will find a way.
Chaos theory.
We talked about Klingon buttholes shitting pineapple turds. So I'd like to say, if anything's chaos theory, that's got to be in there, right?
All right, let's do this. To redo the recap.
Recap.
Yeah, recap. We left off in the town of Berez. You guys fell asleep in the Burgomaster's mansion, and 3 of you were sleeping while one of you is doing your meditation. When a distinct kind of noise wakes 3 of you up.
How distinct is this noise? Do I recognize it since it's distinct?
It's almost kind of like a pop, like a hand clap.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and volunteer to not be one of the ones that woke up.
Okay, so Ragnar's gonna just lay in bed still.
I will assume that I fell asleep reading or something.
Okay.
I'll get up and investigate. Sort
All
of
right.
my oeuvre.
Yeah, I guess I'm doing the same.
All right, Jake. You notice Fauna's not there.
Oh no, not good. Not good at all.
Boba is so stupid. I swear to God. You leave him alone for 5 minutes. You just
Bro,
start doing dumb shit.
I enjoy this Bubba. This is the Bubba I know and love. Let him be. All right, so you two, you notice Fauna's not there, and Kavir, the house is oddly quiet. Quieter.
Okay. Are there any distinct... Let me roll these real quick before I do this investigation.
All right, yeah, you roll those 2 dice.
The important rolls, yeah.
All right, Jake, what do you do first that you notice Fauna's not there?
I'm gonna...
What was that?
Okay, you know those 2 dice you roll so you can switch dice out with?
Uh-huh.
One's a 1.
Good.
I got one. I've had a 1 on one of my 2 important rolls for 3 games now.
I say you have. It's been a few games in a row now.
And that
But
makes me
I got
happy.
a 1 and a 19 for these rolls, so
The
it
DM
could not
gods
be more
with me
different.
tonight. This could not be more perfect.
Oh God. Oh God. All right. Well, since I was in bed sleeping, I'm going to grab.
Please tell me you're going to actually be dressed this time coming downstairs.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not bothering to dress. I'm
Do
going
your
to grab
balls
my
hang low?
bow
Do they
and
wobble
my
to your
bow
throat?
and my quiver,
All right.
and I'm going to grab my dagger,
All right. Sound good.
and I'm going to whistle for Fauna.
Nothing. Kavir, you do hear Chinakote whistle.
I'm gonna whistle back sarcastically. Like if he whistles like a normal whistle, I'm gonna make like a weird bird noise. Using my perfect mimicry. I'm just gonna like mimic a bird.
Can I get a nature check? Can I get a nature check to see if I believe it's a real bird?
You don't have to. You can roll whatever you want. It's perfect. That's the ability.
The mastermind ability.
Perfect bird. And you can tell what region he's from, what kind of bird he is.
That is a bright finger.
Yeah, that's the kind of bird I'm thinking about, but thank you.
He's using smite middle finger. It's like
That
glowing.
bird's from South Compton.
The middle finger of God.
So I'm gonna whistle back sarcastically, and then I'm going to investigate. And I rolled a 22.
All right. The room seems too perfect.
Like illusory perfect.
Kind of, but you can. I mean, the floor feels real underneath you. The bed was real. Where you fell asleep reading was real.
It feels too perfect, or it looks too perfect.
Yeah.
And okay,
you notice, okay, well, you rolled a 22. Damn it. You notice the title of your book is off.
Off. What do you mean? It's not the same one?
No, it's jumbled. You can't read it. Like the letters don't make sense.
We're in a dream.
Yeah.
Well,
you can't read the dream.
Well, out of curiosity, are they? Because I happen to know a little bit about this. Are they letters that are actually identifiable letters that are mixed around, or are they absolute gibberish?
I don't know anything about that part, but whichever one that tells you you're in a dream, yeah.
Okay, cool. For the record, it would be absolute gibberish. It would be incoherent. You wouldn't even identify the letters.
All right. So, Kavir, in game, you have realized something is off.
Right. So then I'm going to try to also make determinations as to whether or not I have control in the dream to make changes. Okay. I'm going to find a flower pot or anything like that and just drop it so that it hits the ground.
You find a flower pot in the room, you drop it, it breaks.
Shatters into pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So after I break the thing and it turns into shards on the ground, I'm going to place my foot like right in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to force my vision with my foot staying there. I'm going to force my vision to look completely away from it, like this.
Okay.
And then let it sit for like 10 seconds and then come back and make sure all the parts are exactly where they were before.
They are.
Okay, so there's object permanence, which means that there's a construct at work here, not just me being asleep. I'm going to go find anyone else who's awake.
Okay, as you get in the hallway, you find Chunakote naked with a quiver, a bow, and a knife.
Fantastic. You don't think maybe it might be a good idea when you're gearing up to get some pants? I'm seeing your penis far too frequently.
Don't look.
Don't look. Right. I'm over here rolling 22 investigation checks, and you're walking around with no pants on. We're manufacturing a problem.
With the 22, there's no way he doesn't know
floppy
everything about your penis.
wiener.
Which is unfortunate, is that, like, a general practice for what I'm doing is when I find an artifact or something like that, I do an etching. I'm not etching that.
Okay.
I'm going to get a charcoal piece of paper, and I'm going to, hey, lean up against this for a second.
Draw me like one of your French girls, Kavir.
Maybe you should get, like, you know how horses have those blinders, like, for the sides? You should get, like, some blinders, but they're, like, for underneath.
There you go.
That'd be the worst detective add-on ever.
Kilt either.
Or you know what we could do instead of manufacturing an eye blind for the detective? We could just have people wear pants.
I don't know. I'm kind of liking where this is going.
Hey, I'm dead. It's an emergency. I'm jumping up. Something's wrong.
He grabbed a dagger, a sword, a bow and arrow,
Nope,
his
no sword.
quiver.
I didn't get my sword.
Just a
Just
dagger,
my
a quiver, and a bow.
Well, whatever.
It's quivering, all right.
Oh, Jesus.
A little bit.
Okay. Well,
Well,
then
I'm
to
walking
continue.
around.
Hey, what,
pretty
Dave,
briskly.
David? What is the temperature in this house?
It's
Nipply.
47 degrees exactly,
Huh?
based on density of
Nipply.
skin.
So it's cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
All right, so you might have had to roll a little higher on that investigate, Deese.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Rachel
that
will never
comment-
understand the struggle of shrinkage.
You know what? George Costanza was right. I've asked women about that before, and they're just completely unaware that that's a thing. How crazy is that?
It's pretty crazy, man.
We need to put out a fucking press conference, like, immediately.
And when I get out of the pool, I only got a 3-inch tool.
Okay, so to further the investigation and get it sidestep as far away from this conversation.
Yeah, because this is easy to continue right now.
Yeah, unfortunately. Not to shaft you guys or anything, but I really like to get a grip on what we're doing here.
I think this is just
When
the
it gets to the
tip.
head of the matter.
This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Jesus Christ. Can we get back to... Okay. So...
Balls in your court, man.
Oh.
It's really hard not to continue punning. It's like really
Stop.
hard.
Just stop. Just
It's really, really hard.
I mean, once you strike a vein of conversation like this, it is hard to
Absolutely.
stop.
Okay.
All this because I play in character.
I needed this. This has been a long week, dude.
He needed this.
Oh,
Did you hear
God.
that? He needed this.
Andy's
I needed
naked.
this hard line.
Okay. Well,
Okay. So I'm going to take another swing at it. So what I
Just
want to
so we
try
can
to. That was good. I didn't even think of that one. That was a good one.
oh.
Okay, so I'm going to walk around and try to place where everyone is.
All right.
Ragnick is asleep.
You find Ragnick asleep in his room, and that's all you find in the house is you, Chinakote, and Ragnick.
I can't find Adrian anywhere.
No.
So my first line of thinking is Adri doesn't sleep. Right?
I
She
will say this.
meditates.
My original plan had a slight audible this morning. This was all actually planned. I audibled it slightly.
Okay. Well, my thing here is that the only real connection I can make right now is I'm aware that this is a dream. The only person who's not here is the only person who doesn't sleep. So that seems like a connection.
Yeah.
Can I do a brief history of my understanding of elves? I'm assuming I would know a little bit about their physiology.
Yeah, of
They're
course.
all related.
They're not all related.
Well, more outside of relation. Really, the important thing is, do they dream when they're in their trance state?
From everything I've read,
elves can dream if they want, or if they let themselves.
Okay.
Yeah, from everything I've read over the years, it's more like a romp through all their memories due to their long lifespans.
Yeah.
Was
They
there
reflect, So I don't know if that would be considered a quote dream per se.
Was there a clock in this building before?
Broken ones.
But not ones that were working.
Mm-mm.
Okay. See, that's the trick, though, is that you wouldn't be able to read the numbers necessarily, but you would be able to get the visual construct of it, because that's a visual connection and not a lingual one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting you to roll that high or figure it out that soon.
The professional, baby. Come on, you can't
No,
stop
it's
this.
so good. Hey, no,
Stop this logic train.
Half my plots, I have to literally plot around you, and please don't get an ego from that.
Oh, no, it's already here, baby.
Too late.
Ego's on board.
The way I have to put things out and drop hints, I have to.
Well, I'm going to, since Homeboy's still asleep. Actually, that's good. If he's still asleep, that's a good thing. Let's not wake him. Jake, or Chunikote.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We're not going to wake him. We are in a dream right now. This is a construct. The problem is now that we're sort of faced with we're faced with the error of cogito ergo sum, which is I think therefore I am. I know that I exist as I'm able to ask the question, but I don't know that I can ever prove necessarily that you exist. So it's hard to tell if you're real or a dream representation of yourself. So the first thing that we need to figure out is
I'm going to punch Kavir.
As a TM, I doubt Kavir would ever dream of Chunikote naked.
fair.
Logically.
I'm going to play. I'm just going to kind of slap him upside the head. Is that real enough?
No, it's not. Electrical impulses in your brain could manufacture that.
You're going to manufacture something else in a second.
I know Descartes doesn't exist in this universe, right?
I'm just giving.
But I'm going to assume that someone else would have thought of the same things that Descartes had thought of. Maybe some dwarven philosopher thought of it.
Probably would have been a gnome.
Yeah, probably actually.
Would have been a gnome. Yeah. All right. Well, okay. You think I'm a figment? Then that's fine. I need to figure out where the hell we are and how to get out of here.
Okay. I'm thinking. Actually, here's a good example. How about that coin? That coin I have in my pocket. Remember that coin that we flip and it never lands on heads or tails?
Yes.
I'm going to flip that coin here and see if it comes up heads or tails or if it doesn't.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to flip it.
Okay, you flip it. It hits the floor and lands straight up and down.
Cool. So that means that our materials are the same. Or are we just a loose... I'm going to get lost in this. We're going to have to make some sort of footing. I'm going to concede the fact that you are actually Chunikote. This coin is actually the coin. And from here, at least in the fantasy of it, it will function as each other. You will function as Chunikote, even if you are a visual representation of him. The coin will function. Our weapons will function.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how far does this dream extend, do you think?
Well, we're going to find out. We're going to walk until we find something.
I'm going to...
I'm searching through the house. I mean, we know where Ragnik is. We know he's in one piece.
Right.
But he's just sleeping, which I definitely agree. Leave him sleep. This would be rather confusing for the poor guy.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to summon the familiar, my undead bird.
It doesn't come.
Caw.
How about out of the windows? Is there like a duration or like a distance that we can see?
As you look out the window, you see blackness.
Like the windows blackened, or does it seem like it's
you just look into black? It's like looking into a vastness. The only thing as vast that you've seen like this is the fog.
Okay, so I'm going to take out the light sword and I'm gonna activate it.
As you try to activate it, doesn't activate, but the hilt's there.
How about a torch? Can you light me up a torch?
I'm sure I can light a torch. I shall light a torch.
Are you using magic, or are you just using a torch?
I will use I have an actual torch. I will try and light it via prestidigitation. If that does not work, I will use flint and steel.
It's not going to work. It's anti-magic in here.
Well, we're going to try it.
It's going to hurt to test it.
So you're going to light an actual torch?
Yeah.
All right.
Was I able to use my prestidigitation to start it, or do I have to actually use flint and steel?
Your prestidigitation works.
Okay.
Does it? So magic still works. Maybe it's good or evil or aligned magic, maybe?
Rachel, thank you for your patience.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, how about outside the front door? The outside the front door is blackness too.
You go to the downstairs, you open the front door, and you see Old Slavic Road, not the town of Berez. You see a whole different road. You see the actual bridge where you see the road that leads to the bridge where you stood for the first time, holding the light sword, pointing at the castle, down the road from the castle, and pledging you're going to be a hero and slay the land, and the rain started.
But out of the door, there's probably windows facing the same direction, correct?
Yes.
So I can see out the door there's a road.
Yeah, but out the windows you can't.
Well, part of me is worried about waking
Ragnick.
No, not because and not for the reason, not for the obvious reason of that he'll freak the fuck out.
Right? I mean, he's gonna go no pals to Mirrorverse, like, what the fuck?
He was asleep just like we were, and when we woke up out of the dream, he stayed asleep. Which means that by waking him, I could be bringing him here unnecessarily. He might not be trapped yet. Waking him might be a problem.
That is an interesting theory.
But then again, if his body's here, then that means he's here already. Visibly, anyway.
He could be a visual representation that one of us or both of us created, though. So
Sure.
I'm all for not waking up.
If anyone created a visual representation, I'm going to assume it was me, because if it was Ragnick, maybe that's why you don't have pants on. Maybe it's his dream that we're living in.
Well, we'd
He's
be
just
stick
dreaming
figures
you with no
probably.
pants.
Oh my!
I'm gonna try to think of something really difficult, like super hard, like a really complex math theory or like a philosophical question, and I'm gonna say it out loud.
It comes out gibberish.
I think we're in Ragnick's dream.
No, I'm. Well, if we're visual representations, we're drawn very well.
If we
I figured we'd be stick figures.
If we wake him, we take the risk of not existing. If we wake him and his dream ends and we're in his dream, we might risk not existing.
But are you waking him, or are you bringing him into the dream?
Into his own dream?
I
don't know that we can necessarily assume that it's his own dream.
Some motherfucking Inception style shit right here, yo.
I'm so tempted to test my theory by doing something that could potentially kill me.
You should absolutely do that. I am all for Kavir doing things to get himself killed.
How far down the road can we see if we look down the road?
You look down the road, across the bridge, and takes the pass right to Castle Ravenloft.
Junikote.
Yes.
I'm going to ask him to describe what he sees when he looks out the front door.
All right. I open. What do I see?
You see the same bridge. You see the same road. You see the same castle.
All right. Old Slavic Road. Dickhead's Castle.
Is there anything else of import with that investigation check in the house?
The mold's gone downstairs. It's cleaner. It's not really all messed up anymore.
So what do you say, Chunikote? You want to go for a walk?
I'm all for it. Let's go. Just do a left-hand search around through the whole building.
I'd say we should leave something to take care of Ragnik, but I'm pretty sure whatever wakes him up is going to be in trouble.
More than likely.
I'm going to, when we leave, I'm going to door jam the door open.
All right.
I'm also gonna, I'm gonna try to mage hand and just grab anything to see if I can cast it.
All right. You cast it. Where are you going to move? You see a skeleton hand form as instead of the normal ghost hand and the mage hand.
Okay. Am I dressed the same?
Yeah, you're dressed the same. Your hat's there, your cloak's there, your coat. You're professional.
Okay. The thought when I had vocalized like the math problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
In my head, I understood it, correct?
Yes, in your head you understood it.
But then when I said it out loud, it didn't make any sense.
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna take a short walk then.
All right. You guys step outside. You guys have the door propped open where it won't slam, and you guys are walking down Old Slavic Road. Behind you, you just see a fog wall with a almost doorway opening in the fog.
Behind us, like where the
house should have been.
Right.
And you guys are back on the bridge.
Well, that's odd.
The last time you guys were here, there was a couple of divine people just eating breakfast, ignoring you guys, and leaving you guys to your own danger.
And I'm gonna look at Chunikote and be like, thoughts?
Gonna need more to go on than this. This is just a bit odd.
True. Are there any pebbles or stones?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand one to him and be like, you're probably better at throwing things good distance.
Okay.
Directly sideways off into the distance as far as you can.
No problem. You want a strength check on that or anything? Or
you throw it, and it just doesn't seem to stop. It just keeps flying and flying and flying until you can't see it anymore.
Now we just gotta wait here for 3 days and see if it comes up on the other side.
You see a black carriage actually pull up next to you guys. Horses. You guys recognize the carriage very well.
Okay.
I'm not exactly dressed for a carriage, but hey.
The door opens. You see Strahd step out. Aha. It took you long enough.
Look at you.
He looks at Chunikote. He waves his hand. He's dressed. Better.
Yeah, I didn't want to push the topic.
A ride? Let's talk. Every time we try to talk, things interrupt. I figured this way we could talk and we'd be uninterrupted.
I'm going to look at Chunikote and be like, it's better than walking. And I'm going to hop in.
It's a dream. Okay.
You guys get in the carriage. Strahd steps back in and sits down, and he waves his hand, and the carriage takes off and starts going down the road. We go back to Ragnik in your room. You hear a voice. Man, you sleep.
I thought it was that motorcycle that drove past my house earlier. I really did.
You feel a tap on your head, but with a finger. You open your eyes and you see Strahd leaning over you.
I open my right eye first, and then I realize fuck, I can't see anything. So I open my left one to see if I can see him then.
And you
Because I take my little bottle out and put it in like an old lady denture cup at night to clean it.
Nice. Kind of bent over your bed as you open your one eye, your good eye. You look up, you see Strahd leaning over you, looking at you. Morning, sunshine.
Okay. Give me just a moment, because some shit's fitting to happen.
Oh, I know.
Or did we get out of the carriage with him to pick up Ragnick?
No, this is completely in a different place.
Oh.
All right, so I'm going to take a reaction. I need
right.
him to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
DC 16.
18.
Okay. So he takes 5 points of fire damage as this flame just shoots from me in a hellish rebuke. And then I stand quickly and grab my sword.
Actually, you need to take damage for that to activate, if I remember right.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, he did tap me on the head.
As the hellish rebuke lights up and the fires of infernal fires strike, you just see him kind of like pat it out and Ragnick, it's a dream. Get up.
Good. If it is my dream, then I will enjoy killing you all the more. And he draws his sword.
Ah, always one. Always one. All right. On guard, he says.
Oh, this motherfucker here. All right. So we doing this?
You can try.
All right. Let's roll initiative, motherfucker.
Go first.
Dreamstruck.
11.
Is that your initiative?
Yeah.
All right. He bows and looks at you. Strike first.
Cocky. 27 to hit and a 24 to hit.
All right.
Do those hit?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you got to tell me something, fucker. I don't know how
I
strong.
said go for it. I said go.
I don't know.
You said go, bro. Go.
I'm going
Okay.
then.
You said what? 24, 27?
Correct.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of AC Strahd's rocking. 30 points of damage.
All right. You're able to strike him twice. Your blades cut deep both times and kind of has a grin as he smiles. As he steps forward, you see the wounds almost but heal.
Almost.
As he walks towards you.
I will whittle you down like my grandpa with a stick, motherfucker.
That is a 24 to your AC, and then a nat 20 on the second one.
Come on, David, you know.
I know. So he hits you straight for 14, then plus 14, plus 44 damage.
Okay, that'd be 22.
Okay. Raging already?
Oh, yeah.
Strahd smiling. So tell me, where did you go?
This is no time for talk.
You're right, the others will. Back to the carriage. Strahd just sitting there smiling at you guys. You see a gleam in his eye across from the two of you in the carriage. Just so you do know, you guys are safe in Berez.
Wow.
It's not classy to actually kill someone in their sleep.
And you're all about class.
Someone has to be.
Well, you better put on his backpack because I'm fitting to take him to school.
He smiles. So tell me, you guys disappeared. Where to?
When? Just now?
Oh no. See, I'm trying to gain a truth because there's two of you walking around.
Oh.
And the other one has a story that is believable, but I have a hard time believing certain parts of it.
You know me. I've always been forthright and honest about everything.
Yes, including that nice little house of yours with the running water pipes. Very well done, by the way.
You should come see it sometime.
I have. It's lovely.
I bet Adrian
as
invited
fun
him
as-
in.
No, she didn't.
As fun as this banter is, why'd you pick us up?
Honestly, I figured it's about time we talked. Last time we tried to actually have a decent conversation, he looks at Chunikote. You did something no one's done in 500 years.
I'm well aware of that.
Touches his cheek. Very well done.
Well, speak
the
your
rest-
mind.
The rest of them were hiding. You shot.
Yes. Speak your mind, demon.
Oh, is that the way to start it?
It's as polite as I'm going to get.
You stole my clan.
Stole your clan.
Yes, my wolf pack.
Your wolf pack.
Yes. You know how long I spent bringing them here to Ravenloft? How long I've spent bringing them to Barovia?
You're going
How
to
many
have to restart
tribes,
him.
Children I've stolen to build that clan?
Wolves serve no one. They're
Here it is.
mine now.
You'd like to think that, but you left it alone too long.
Because they serve no one.
I lead them.
What's left of them?
You'll pay.
I know.
Well, as much as I'd like
You
to
think?
sit in this car
Oh,
and
no,
argue
you will.
the finer points of zoology with the two of
So
you.
what's your point, demon?
We're talking.
We
Talk.
are. Tell me, Kavir, what do you want? What is
you
your
got?
heart's desire?
What you got?
I have a whole land. I have access to many lands. I want to know if there's actually another doorway into my land I don't know about.
Why would that make you feel uncomfortable?
We coming
How
through
do
the
you feel?
back door.
How do you feel comfortable about another you being around?
I don't know. Part of me feels sort of happy that I could.
He's
be in two
naturally going to be
places at once.
uncomfortable. He's naturally going to be uncomfortable with something like that. If he's uncomfortable enough with me unclothed, for God's sake.
That's different.
Something that simple makes him uncomfortable. Of course, that's going to.
Two
He's
of me.
weak. He's weak.
Who?
Strahd, he's weak. He's no warrior.
You're talking about that Strahd feels uncomfortable now because there's something he doesn't know. I'm gonna talk to Chunikote, but directly about.
Yeah.
It makes him feel insignificant, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he is insignificant.
Right.
If he's intimidated enough that he has to conjure forth these clothing for me, obviously he's intimidated. No wonder Ileana didn't want him. No
He
wonder
snaps
she
his
wanted
fingers and
Sergei.
Chunikote's gone. Chunikote's back out of the carriage and gone.
That's
Hi, Kavir.
fantastic. You're gonna have to show me how you did that.
Would you believe a coven of witches?
And suddenly
Yeah,
we found Kavir's one true desire.
Reverse teleportation, make other people go away.
You know,
You
I
didn't
will
think
go-
I was going to play nice with him, did you?
Oh no! I expect you to attack him long before now. No, he looks at Kavir. I actually expected him to attack me outright. He lasted longer than I thought.
Well, here's the thing. You and I share a lot of traits in common, but we have a few that are
Not a common.
dramatically different.
Yeah, I've never experienced fatherhood. You have.
That's true.
I hear you have an issue.
I do.
I hear you have an issue with curses.
I hear we both have an issue with young women.
We do. As long as Irina's in your house, I can't get to her.
That's true too, isn't it?
Ragnik, give me what are you doing?
34 points of damage, sir.
All right.
This could not be a better description of our characters. One of them is like nakedly with phantasmal clothes, fucking arguing with a vampire. The other one's attacking him, and I'm having a leisurely stroll.
He hits you for another 44.
Okay. I still got plenty of hit points.
You both do.
I know.
He smiles. Ragnik, I enjoy the warrior in you. The warrior you should have been.
You are about to see who I should have been.
He leans in. It's about bloody time.
All right. So, how close does he get?
You guys are within 5 feet of each other right now.
Cool.
It's pretty much just straight up.
Grapple check.
All right.
Where is Adri?
Adri's actually meditating right now. We'll get to her in a second.
24.
Strahd doesn't have to put her to sleep to talk to her.
Oh, snap.
Huh?
24.
Now this is not technically a save, right? This is just check to check.
Correct. So it would be you can use athletics or acrobatics to escape. I use athletics to enable.
Yeah. All right. You have a hold of him.
Yeah, I do. So can I use my second attack now?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to bite him in his fucking throat.
Wow. How fucking ironic.
All right. So that would be nat 20.
He smiles. Oh, you remind me of Escher when he was younger.
Who?
When you guys get to the castle, you'll meet him.
13.
All right.
That's not bad with a fucking D4.
No.
D4 is the best D.
He bites you back.
Okay.
Hey, Jake.
17.
Who sings once
Nope.
bitten, twice shy?
It's Great White.
Okay. That I knew you'd know. Old motherfucker.
Yeah, I knew that one too.
Yeah, I can
Hold on.
sing it too.
To pull this off, he actually needs. Hold on, he needs to try to grapple you or take control of the grapple first.
Okay. So
My favorite thing in probably this entire
22?
game
To take control of the grapple.
What is it?
is calling Jake old.
22.
I love it.
No.
Okay. See, if you would have actually taken control of the grapple before he bit you, he would have dropped your maximum hit points down.
Yeah, he's going to have to get better at grappling because that's kind of Ragnik's thing.
Dude, there's nothing that fucking grapples like Ragnik. It's like the Gaston song. No one grapples like him.
Grapple like Ragnik.
Yeah, I've got like a.
Oh God.
I think I've got a plus 12 to my
we're gonna have
athletics.
to write and code that Ragnik Gaston song and completely just take it all the way the other way.
It's no one grabs like Ragnik. When he jogs, slaps his knees with his.
Yep, like Ragnik. No one lifts up his skirts and shakes his like Ragnik.
No one makes.
You know what?
Draw weird angles so it doesn't show Ragnik's.
You know what rhymes with Ragnik, right?
Yeah.
Dick.
Small dick.
Whoa.
No.
That would be the
Tragic,
human.
Slapstick.
Limerick.
Half-wit.
All right, back to the carriage.
Tragic, slapstick, half-wit is exactly a description of fucking of Ragnik. Those are the first three that came to my brain, and I was like, that is a perfect description.
Actually,
That should be on his Tinder profile.
so Chinocote,
Tragic, slapstick.
you actually find yourself back in the house.
Okay. Is everyone else okay that I can see?
There's nobody else in the house with you this time that you can see downstairs.
I guess he doesn't want to talk anymore. I'm going back to sleep.
All right.
I mean, I'm about to seeing any harm here. I wasn't going to hurt him in a dream. So there was no sense attacking him. You know, I got under his skin because he's weak. Now here I am, so I'm going to sleep. Fuck him.
You did play against his ego.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I know Strahd. He's not hard to figure out.
I have a quandary. I know how I could signal someone who wasn't in the dream, but in the dream. I know how I could get a message out to let them know something weird is going on, but I really don't want to do it because it's fucking gross.
Oh. I don't want you to do it either then.
I don't want to do it because it just ruins my character, but it's logically... I'll... Yeah.
Do it.
But I could. It would work.
Don't do it.
Deese. Do it.
Don't do it.
Do it, Deese.
Don't do it.
Come on. You can't let
I
me...
don't want it to be attached to the character canon.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Then don't do it.
Do it, Deese.
You weren't here.
Do it, Deese. Rachel, you're not there.
No, but that's... Okay, so my thinking... I'm going to try a lot of other things before we get to this, because I don't want to do it. But what's one thing that little kids in particular do all the time that they do in their dream and happens in real life?
They pee themselves.
Bam. Or poop themselves.
Yep.
And it's not
Right.
just little kids.
I think it's mostly little kids.
Drunk adults.
I don't know what it's like in Texas. But round these ways, we try not to shit ourselves while we're sleeping. Okay. So who's talking to who, or who's... You got two people
back in the wagon.
who've given up and gone to sleep.
So it's back in the wagon with you.
Okay.
Irina will come.
What about Irina?
She'll come eventually. She always does.
No, she won't.
See, here's the thing. You've lived for a long time, correct?
Yes.
Or not lived, depending on your
How you look
particular
at it.
bent.
By the way, that was my brother you were trying to summon, wasn't it?
I'm talking about old sword boy.
Yeah, how is Sergey?
He doesn't like you.
Tell him no hard feelings for pushing him off the castle? Killing him?
We're not really in communication right this moment.
I know, I cut it off. Can't have Sergey in this. He's irrational. He's like your friend Chinokote.
So that's classy, though, pushing someone off the edge of a building.
When you're in love.
He must have walked in on Strahd and his sister boning.
Whoa.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Little Stark kid catches the Lannisters, gets pushed off the castle.
No, we're aware.
Okay. Well, it was funny to me, so fuck y'all. That's why I try my
like ooh for Braun.
That's why I try my new material out here before I take it to the comedy club.
He single-handedly made a Jamie Lannister joke.
You ever been in love, Kavir?
I don't see how that's relevant.
You asked me if it was classy to throw my brother off a building. I did it for love. And unlimited power. But mainly love.
You're a disgusting person, you know that?
Have you looked in the mirror?
I have.
Like you said, we share a lot of traits.
Well, I think the one that really defines the difference between us is that, well, I do like to keep a professional tone. I'm not a bad person. You're evil.
Let's see.
You're not here. Quoting Adrian. You're not here, son.
Sounded just like me.
I am who I am. And I am Strahd.
That's true. You ever thought about maybe finding someone else?
I have. It's been a few lifetimes. Never works out. She dies. The soul bounces again. Then I have to go find her again.
No, I mean a different person, a different soul. You say that you can...
Yes.
I don't understand your motivation. You're like a child. You're infinite. You live forever, and you waste it on some petty romance.
Like I said, I've been in love. Have you?
You're a fool. You'd never be allowed to be a professional. Look at you.
I
I would turn you away immediately. You don't
Never
have the
wanted to be
gumption. You don't have the grit.
Who wants to be?
Well, if you don't want to be, then you don't understand what it is.
Neither did your number one.
Yeah, well, he's already got his name written. He'll get his.
That will be interesting.
I always thought it was kind of silly, his name.
Yeah, I laughed at it too. He didn't like that. But tell me, in all seriousness, you only found one way back and forth.
No. Actually, I'm aware of 3 or 4 different ways.
Give me deception.
No, it's not a deception. I honestly have found a few different ways to travel to and from. I'm assuming that you're aware of the bootstrap method, where we find any artifact that will allow us to get to the in-between and then tether ourselves to the other side and pull ourselves back. Or perhaps you'd be more interested in the blood circle or the pact with demons who exist outside of this realm, who are more powerful than you. See, you are a big fish in a very boring and tiny pond. You fancy yourself a leader and a noble fucking powerhouse, but you just run this block. There's way bigger out there, and you are not professional enough to see it. You think that this little tiny town that's all afraid of you, all these peasants and shit, you think that you run this, and so you're a big bad guy? You're nothing. Look, in a year, when I look back on this moment and this conversation, you'll just be one on another long list of insignificant idiots that try to stand up against a professional, and you're never going to win. See, I don't have to live forever to beat 1,000,000 of you. You need to live forever to feel like this is equal. Me versus you. You have 2 of me right now. You're fucked. You're so fucked.
Yeah, except the other
one of me could kill 10 of you whenever we felt like it. We're playing a game.
You should have.
We will.
You can try.
Don't worry. You've lived for how many years? Thousands? You won't have to wait much longer. I'm done with this conversation. Take me back.
Understood. That was your one chance to live through this.
Well, I'll try to make do.
Enjoy. And enjoy the other you.
No.
He has so much fun set up for you.
You enjoy the other me. One of us is going to make it, and that's going to be a problem.
Oh. Except
hope that he makes it.
Except he already has half the answer to the curse that opens your daughter's sleep. When he kills you, he gets the other half. And he disappears you.
As soon as I'm back where we came from, I'm going to be like, I really need to learn how to do that. That's very cool.
You end up you find Chunikote there.
Once again, we want to thank you guys for listening to Freelance Heroism. We hope you're having just as much fun listening as we are playing. Visit us at facebook.com/freelanceheroism and leave us a like. If you want to see our adventures in comic form, The Professional illustrates our misadventures and more at 1d4rounds.com. And if you want to support us, consider donating. We're at patreon.com/freelance_heroism. Keep an eye out for rewards as we add them.
Our theme music is Nady Save by Knit Your Own Scarf, used under the Creative Commons license. You can find a link in the show notes. Our cast includes me, Dees Cassius as Kavir the Professional, Rachel Moore as Adri the Wood Elf, Bubba Downs as Ragnik the Bold, Jake Sipple as Chunikote the Wayward Shaman, and of course, last but not least, our DM, David D. Walker.
Questions or comments? Send an email to freelanceheroismpodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget to give us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next week. In the meantime, the invoice is in the mail.